Best class setup. As soon as you spawn in, knife the flag to get your challenges, complete the first 3 to get the upgraded strife, and then pick up the pot for the acid trap part. And then next you're going to need the shield. They're at the top floor here for the top visor part, and the other 2 are on each of the sides of the gong next to the trebuchet there as well. Next one's at Odin on the top floor next to the barrel. The middle one is at the shield area, and then at the bottom floor you're going to be going next to a bench. It's not on the right bench here, it's on the left bench. And now the last one is at the Zeus Tower on the bottom foot of the statue on the top floor, the middle floor on the statue's hand, and then on the bottom floor on the ledge area here. Once you have all of the shield parts, make sure you activate each of the gongs and destroy the boss and pick up their heads on each of Ra's Tower, Danu's Tower, Odin's Tower, and then Zeus's Tower. Once you've done that, make sure you go to the bottom pit area, build the shield, go to Pack-a-Punch Temple area, grab the cog on this side, and then the chain on the other side, put in all the heads, and you have unlocked Pack-a-Punch. Now, with your upgraded strife, shoot this pot in the Danu Ra area, go to the Danu Ra bridge, and look for your area. The Ra spot for the head will be here, the Danu spot for the area will be there, the Zeus spot will be here on the bottom floor, and then the Odin spot where I have it in my game will be right there. It will be different depending on where that arrow is. Once you have the head, build the acid trap on the raw area, place the head on the bottom, activate the acid trap, pick up the spile, and then once you have the spile, you're going to need to get good affinity. Now, to get good affinity, you need to get trap kills, use the specialist weapon, and the affinity is on the bottom left with the green glowing thumbs up. Once you get that and play enough rounds, you'll see this gift from Serket, and then pick it up, and then make sure you don't get hit by the fire, or else that will ruin your affinity. Go to the bottom area of Danu, put down the spile and the pot, wait a couple rounds until it fills, then go to the box, and then go to the left side of it, activate the mystery box, and you'll get a free Serket's Kiss, which is the wonder weapon. I highly recommend upgrading it because you're going to need it for a certain step to help charge shot. Now you're going to need to find skulls around the Pack-a-Punch area. Here is a map guide to find every single one of them. This guide will basically tell you exactly how to find it, but once you find it, there will be a blue sigil on the top of its forehead. Whip out your specialist weapon in front of it to be able to pick it up. Now you need to go to the grinder areas here in these 3 locations at the flooded crypt, and what you're going to need to do is place the skull and then fully charge your scorpion until the skull is grinded. Once it is grinded, then pick it up and make sure you're also watching for the other zombies. Leave a gladiator, get him to chop off this wooden part at the spawn, then bring it to the bottom of the Odin temple, wait a couple rounds, like 2 rounds, and then pick it up and you should be good. Now you need to get negative affinity, and the best way to do this is throwing grenades at the crowd or just running into the fire. You can't do this with wraith fires though, so make sure that you have some sort of other grenade other than wraith fires, or just run into the fire, and then pick up the Poo Poo. Now once you have all 3 of these parts, go to the Zeus bottom temple and put it in this pot, wait a couple rounds, and also get firebomb on your strife or whatever weapon you prefer. Once it's green and smoking, grab it from Zeus and place it at the bottom of Danu. Now wait a couple rounds again, 2 to 3. If you are struggling with the strife, upgrade the Spitfire, get firebomb, get an Elim above the Poo Poo, and it will teleport you into a darkened area. Now you're going to need to take out the Blights with a shield or with the Spitfire here. Do the bottom floor, the middle floor, and then the top floor. The best way to do this is by throwing your wraith fires, or if you have this specialist weapon, which I highly recommend, use the tier 3 to distract the zombies, then spam all your bullets in until it goes white and you have beaten that step. Now grab a shield and make sure you hit these 4 spots. They could be different in your game. My first spot was at the spawn there. This second spot is at the top of the Danu area. You need to use your shield blast and take out these bull symbols. That's the bottom floor of the Rod spot. The flooded crypt also has a spot in my game. Here in the Danu spot can also be a game. In the temple on one of the sides can be a bull sign, and then also in the Odin Zeus spot. And then lastly in the drawbridge, once you have shot all 4, you're going to need to take out 4 gladiators, and then once you have done this, go to the raw area and you need to take out certain zombies in order. So in my game, it's going to be different for yours, but this game we got tiger, fire, water, and then electric. And then if you don't do it correctly, I accidentally ran past the fire zombie, you do have to go another round, but if you did do it correctly, the symbols will stay away, and then you can do it again. So my next symbols here were Blight Father, which is hard here, Brawler, and then I had Poison, and then lastly, I also had Water. And so make sure that you take them all out in the correct order. Once you've done that, then you've completed this step. Run back to the spawn podium and hold F or activate in the middle here. Now you'll be trapped at the bottom, and you need to hit these 4 metal rods. The first one is in the Odin Temple. You can use 2 charges of the shield to get it. The second one is at where one of the bull symbols could be on the Danu Temple side. The third one is at the Collapsed Tunnel. And make sure that they go all the way up. Sometimes the shield doesn't let you do it. And the last one's at the Curse Room. Then you'll be able to leave those areas. And now you need Kilowatt on your gun, and you need to take out boss zombies on each of the 4 sides of the spawn. You know you've done it successfully once you see these prongs being electrified on all 4 sides. Then have all 4 players just hold F on this orb spot, and now you need to take out boss zombies with your specialist, which is why I highly recommend the Viper's Fury for this, because it just makes it easier. Once you beat it, you shall be done. Now the Zeus challenge, and now you need to go to the bottom area and shoot with the Serket's Kiss in an order right here, and you need to trick shot them. On the first one, shoot it to the left side. On the right side, shoot towards the right side and jump. You need to shoot 3 in a row in an order. I prefer having a gladiator so you can do this. And then this one, shoot sort of in the middle. It's a little bit finicky, but once you've done that, go to where the shield is and just sit on this little pedestal here, and then it'll lock you into a area for a lockdown. Now you need to take out a bunch of zombies, which is why I highly recommend the Spitfire, because this area literally has a Spitfire and it's amazing. You'll know you've done the first phase once a max ammo drops. Now this second phase gives you a lot of tigers, so make sure you have the specialist weapon and you're able to take them out as well, and then you get the max ammo. And then on the third phase you get a Blight Father, and so make sure you take out that Blight Father, and then you will not get a max ammo for your third phase, but you do need to look for a key, and this key is going to be sparkling in the grate up right up here. It's kind of hard to see, so really make sure that you grab this, or else you will literally not be able to leave. But once you grab this, the zombies will spawn in. You can actually use that as a break. But now it's time for boss fight, so make sure you got an upgraded shield, maybe even get the homunculus monkey bomb variant in this. And once you do this, there's no going back. I would highly recommend the Spitfire fully upgraded, or even the Helion Salvo fully upgraded. And now you're in the boss fight arena. So for the boss fight arena, you can use the Serket's Kiss and click reload and square. So reload and then the switch weapon button at the same time to just spam fire the gun, or just reload and the spam fire to just destroy all of those boss zombies. Once that's done, you'll get a bunch of max ammos, and the first elephant will spawn. Now the Spitfire is really great for this, or the Helion Salvo. You need to shoot the sides of the armor to take off the elephant's armor. Now once you take off the elephant's armor, you can also get impaled by the spears, so make sure you run away. Also be very careful, because look, the elephant can literally send you hauling across this map, so just make sure you are fully careful and aware. Once you have taken off the armor is going to pop off, and then you have to shoot the forehead of the elephant to take out the first one. And once you have done that, the first elephant will fall. But guess what, y'all? That ain't it. And yes, it does fall, but the second one is going to appear, and this one is even stronger. So again, I do recommend the Helion Salvo, and hit it at a range and hide behind this main pillar in the back. And then once the armor spawns in, use homunculuses to really just get the zombies away from you, and then you have taken out the second elephant, and you have beaten 9.